Today we're updating the reptile room for April, so stick around.
My name is Nick Pulaski. Growing up, I have always had a passion for wildlife, and with that passion, along with my passion of filmmaking, I get taken on some amazing adventures creating wildlife content, getting up close with a variety of incredible animals. So come follow along as I pursue my goals of educating, inspiring, exploring, and conserving wildlife, all while having fun, seeing the beauty in our natural world.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me here today. This girl right here doesn't need an introduction unless if you're new to the channel, and if you guys are, this right here is my beautiful, wonderful sweetheart Willow, the Woma python. One of the first Woma pythons I ever got, and she has just been amazing ever since. I got her from Dustin Wells a few Tinleys ago, probably I think 2019 Tinley is when I got her, 2018 Tinley, and ever since I have just fallen in love with this sweet, sweet gal for sure. And I've loved Womas all my life, and they are just ones that I would see in books, and I would just be so fascinated about this species. And then when I finally saw these guys when I went to Tinley, I was like, I just have to get one for sure. So I pulled the trigger, and lo and behold, she's the one that started my addiction with this species for sure. Won't be too long before we're producing them ourselves, and I cannot wait for that personally. So super stoked about that. But speaking of production, we have been producing some really cool clutches lately here. Obviously, you guys saw a few weeks ago, we produced a clutch from my 100% het pied female to my banana leopard pied male. And that clutch is going to be due here in another month here. So early on in June, we're going to have some babies here, and I am super stoked. Pieds are one of my favorite morphs to work with, and I am super excited that that's going to be the upcoming clutch to kick off this breeding season of producing babies. So that's going to be super exciting. Now, also too, you're going to see next week we also got another clutch, and I'm super excited about that one. So you guys, if you aren't already, definitely stay tuned to the channel. If you guys saw on social media, I definitely posted some updates there. So if you guys know already what that clutch is, definitely be stoked for that, because I am super excited about that clutch myself as well. But you guys are going to find out more about that next week, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, everyone else is doing phenomenal. I mean, I am just really excited just to come in here, take it easy, and just really just enjoy what I'm working with. I mean, it's something that I don't take for granted for sure. I mean, a lot of people don't get to work with a lot of the species that we mainly kind of work with, and you know, I think we sometimes take that for granted. And I kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about that. I mean, there are just some things that obviously people cannot work with, you know, whether it's like big snakes like Burmese pythons, or whether it's just other certain species that people just aren't able to keep, and maybe some people just aren't allowed snakes in their household, and that's totally fine. So this is kind of their escape, right? And I think we take those kind of things for granted for people who are able to keep certain species that people not necessarily are able to keep. So I definitely don't take it for granted for sure, and I just love working with the species that I do, and I just don't take any of those things lightly, that's for sure. And I'm just really excited because not only are we producing things, I think that's going to be really exciting, but I think we are going to start implementing and doing on a very, very small scale some educational programs throughout the summer. So I'm kind of getting things lined up to do those kinds of things on a super small scale. So I'm really excited about those kind of things as well too. So that's something that I'm going to be looking into more thoroughly this coming month as well, reaching out to some amazing friends that I have who do those kind of things for a living. So I'm super thankful for the network of people that I have in my life and the friends that I have met along the way who have done some amazing, amazing things in the reptile community for sure. So that's what's really truly a blessing for me. Now, obviously too, I have not been going to a lot of shows lately. As things kind of continue here this coming summer, we're going to be changing those kind of things, whether I'm going to be personally vending at certain shows or if I'm just going to be attending certain shows. My goal this summer is to be attending shows regardless, and really seeing and meeting some new people at some different shows, and seeing a variety of different species that all these people are working with, you know, outside of certain shows as well too. Visiting obviously some older shows that I've been to, but I really want to spread out and travel out and see some other shows as well too. Bigger or smaller shows, doesn't really matter to me. I just want to see it all, because it's all about just meeting some new faces, seeing some new things that people are working with. That's what I'm really attracted to and wanting to do. do. So that's something that I haven't been able to do recently, and that's just because of my schedule just being absolutely crazy right now, and it's not going to get any lighter for sure, but I'm for sure going to try to make it happen throughout this summer. And I'm going to take you guys along on those adventures too, which is going to be really exciting too. We're going to be documenting every single trip that I make to all these different shows as well. So when I'm making these trips to these certain shows, obviously once I have everything confirmed, I will let everyone know what shows I'm going to be attending and what the dates are for that. So I would love to see you guys there. I would love you guys to support certain shows as well too. And if you guys have some show suggestions as well too, definitely leave those in the comments as well. I would appreciate that. Yeah, obviously we talked about the Stimson's pythons and not producing, unfortunately, which has been a bummer, but at least we have been bouncing back with the ball python side of things, and we have 2 healthy clutches in the incubator right now and a 3rd one on the way, and that's going to be really exciting. The female is still taking food right now. She was a little bit late to the party. That's okay. She's one of my big 100% het for pied females right now, so I paired her back up with the banana leopard pied as well too. So I'm really excited for that clutch as well. Really excited to see how many eggs she necessarily produces as well too. I believe her first 2 clutches she produced 7 healthy eggs, and since then she's put on a tremendous amount of size since she was last paired. So I'm really curious just to see what the size of clutch this girl could potentially produce. So I'm really stoked about that. I want to hear from some of you guys. If you guys have some bigger mamas out there, what's the largest clutch size you guys personally had as well? I'm very curious about those things, and I love to hear about big clutches as well. I want to hear the size of your females along with their clutch sizes that kind of went with them. So I'm just kind of curious of what I potentially have to look forward to with this big girl for sure. That's what I really am excited about. Otherwise, like I said, we're just kind of prepping all these girls and all these boys, I should say too, just really all the animals in general that are going to be breeding this upcoming season. We're just prepping them for the upcoming season, making sure they're all healthy, nice in weight and everything like that. So that is really kind of what we're going for right now. And also too, obviously we're gearing up for the babies that are about to arrive here in the next month here, and so I'm really excited about that. So we're going to have a clutch of eggs at the beginning of the month that are going to essentially hatch out, and then we're going to have a clutch of eggs at the end of the month that's going to hatch out as well, which I'm really excited about. So June already is going to be a busy month, that's for sure, with all these babies. We're going to be highlighting all these animals and the clutches obviously as time goes on, and that's going to be really exciting, along with all the shows that we're going to be attending and vending and all those types of things as well too. Along with this coming season, I'm really excited to finally see these girls start getting paired with the male that we got from Wally. So I'm really excited to start pairing up the Woma pythons, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to have more success with these guys than we had with our first season of Stimson's pythons. So I'm really excited about that. It's going to be hard, like I said, to not hold back every single one of those snakes for sure, because I love the species. And look at how calm she is, just her demeanor in general. I just love this snake. She's just such a sweetheart. She's just perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's just one of my favorite species for sure, and she's literally probably my favorite snake for sure as well too. I just love her energy and her vibe, and just her coloration is just beautiful as well too. I'm so excited once we pair her to Wally what the combinations we will get, because just based on his colors alone and her colors alone, I'm just really excited to see just the outcomes just specifically from this clutch as well too. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited about Wendy paired to her as well too, but this girl is being my pride and joy. I'm just really excited to see what the outcome is for sure. So that's going to be really exciting. There is going to be a lot of really fun stuff coming up this coming month, so stay tuned for that. We have some really fun, unique videos that I am planning to make, so that's going to be a really exciting time. So thank you guys for your ongoing support. It truly means the world to me. If you guys could do me a few favors, if you could like this video, subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it, as well as hit that notification bell, because like I said, we're going to be producing some really fun content and unique stuff as well this coming month and throughout the summer as well too. We have some really cool fun plans planned, so you definitely don't want to miss those types of things. So definitely stay tuned for that, as well as if you could also definitely check us out on our social media. Like I said, I updated and told you guys about the clutch that was just laid and gave all the information there. So if you guys kind of got that sneak peek ahead of time before we put out that video, that's really exciting, and I hope you guys are as excited about that as me. Otherwise, definitely stay tuned for next week, but definitely give us a follow on social media as well. I would appreciate it. And as always, I appreciate your ongoing support, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and until next week, we will see you guys soon. Take care.